Hey guys, welcome to yet another video, and in this video we'll be going to learn about skills in codex. So if you don't know what skills are, then codex skills are reusable instruction bundles that teach your AI agent how to execute domain specific tasks exactly the way you want. So basically they act as expert recipes using progressive disclosure to save tokens while keeping the agent highly specialized. So why do you actually need skills? So skills allow your agent to bypass generic outputs and behave consistently across repeatable workflows. So instead of explaining your brand voice, formatting requirements, or coding style every time the agent follows the built-in instructions, thus they use progressive disclosure, reading only the necessary metadata until triggered, which saves massive context tokens. So now I will show you how to find skills and how you can create your own skills or load in skills that are pre-built. So to do that, first you need to click onto this plugins option right here over the left hand side. Now once you click onto the plugins, you can see the plugins options, and just aside it you will see the skills option. So you can see here are currently some of the pre-available skills like the PDF skill, which is used to create, edit and review PDFs, the playwright skill, image generation skill, plug creator skill, installer skill, browser skill, Chrome skill, and many more. So for example, if you wish to add this PDF generator skill, I'm going to simply click onto this plus option, and you can see that this skill has been successfully installed. Now I can view the skill by simply clicking onto this, and from here you can see this is what the content of a skill look like. When to use, the workflow, the temperature, the temporary and output conventions, the dependencies, and many more things like the rendering command, quality expectations, and final checks is all the contents of this particular skill. Now from here you can also disable this particular skill if you don't want it for any particular short period of time, or if you don't want it permanently you can simply uninstall it as well. You also have other options to like directly open this particular skill as well, or you can try it out in chat as well. So you can do so by clicking onto this try in chat, and from here you can see this is a sample prompt with the PDF skill mentioned. If you wish to skill mention the skill, you can type in at the rate and then type in the PDF skill, and it will generate the PDFs for you. Now moving on to the next part on how you can create your own skill, then you need to go to skill and click onto this create button. From here click on create skill. Now it says you can simply use this skill creator skill to create a skill. So once here is the skill creator, it has typed in already, help me create a skill that is used to identify AI generated image. So I will also give it a little good speed. So in the speed I'm going to choose the fast option, and reasoning I'm going to keep it low for the sake of the time of this video. And now you can see once I have typed in the prompt, then so what it's going to do is that it will use this skill creator skill to help me create a skill that is used to identify AI generated image. So it will use the skill creator skill for this and first read its instruction. So the new skill is structured the way codex expects. So I'm going to need to allow it every time it asks. So the skill instructions say to default to your codex skill folder when no location is specified. That is true. The template is also have been created, and you can see this is the writing that it is doing in this particular skill.md file. So md files are the major uh, context which holds in these skill files. Most of the extensions will be in .md. So now I will again allow it the permission to write onto this particular file, and it says that the main skill.md is now compact and operational, and I will run the validator next, then adjust anything it catches. Now I am again gonna allow it whenever it will ask me for the permissions, because it is currently validating the skill after it has created, and once the final validations have been put up, it will simply land me the final skill. So now you can see that the file does look good and it has successfully created the new skill, that is identify AI image. It includes a practical AI image assessment workflow. So now I will show you how we can use this image. So what we will be going to do first is that we're gonna use any AI generated image. So I'm going to simply go for the images, and for example, let's say this particular photo, I'm simply going to copy this image. I'm going to go back here, type in at the rate, and then the name is identify AI image. So this is the skill name. Help me identify if this is a real image or AI generated image. Now I'm gonna paste in the image and I'm gonna send it to codex using this particular specific skill. So here it says that this is likely AI generated with high confidence because of these following reasons. Now let me give it a real image of an astronaut and check what it says about the same. So you can see I am typing in this, and let's say I'll go with this particular photo. I'll simply paste it here and continue the conversation, like what about this, and give it a question mark like this. Now let us see what codex thinks of this particular image. Do this still consider this as an AI? Because I myself do not have the absolute guarantee that this is real or AI generated. So we will just let codex think and use the skill as well, or maybe I think I did forget to mention the skill, so I should have had done that. But also nevertheless it is showing us how time consuming it is without using the actual skill. So next time I'll just simply cut it off and I'll just ask it in the same, if it does allow me. So you can see that codex stopped responding for a bit. I'm gonna type in at the rate, and then I'm gonna type in identify AI image. I'm gonna type in fake or real, and then I will paste in the image. And now if I will send it to this, you will see that this would be much faster than the earlier one where I was not using the identify AI image skill. So we'll just wait if Claude actually decides to respond, and we can see that Claude is actually not responding, but here it is again working somehow. So let us wait for the results.